those of you looking to, elevate the sauce game even more, this creamy vodka sauce is definitely one to add to your recipe book. You're gonna add your olive oil right to the pan here. Let that olive oil get nice and warm. So when that olive oil gets warm enough, you're gonna go ahead and add your onion in, right to the pan. And that's what we wanna hear. You hear that beautiful noise we love? Don't let any of that onion go to waste. We're gonna saute these onions for a bit. You're looking for them to get clear and translucent, so about 5 to 8 minutes. All right, with the onion looking translucent and beautiful, it's time to start adding some of that garlic. You're gonna add your garlic in right away. Get that nice and stirred in there. Now you're gonna wanna cook this until fragrant, until you can smell that wonderful garlic doing its thing. If you want a stronger garlic flavor, again, just don't cook it as long here in the first part. Cook it just until fragrant, just on the edge of being fragrant. All right, that garlic is almost there. I like things extra garlicky, so I'm gonna call it a little sooner than you probably would. I'm gonna add the tomato paste right into the pan here. The smells in your house when you're making this, people are gonna wanna know what's up. Now what you're trying to go for here is that tomato paste turning into a really deep red. And that deepness correlates to that wonderful flavor. You wanna meld all that together. So just keep a close eye on it. All right, it's been about 2 or 3 minutes now, and this is looking gorgeous. You're gonna see this beautiful caramelization on the bottom of the pan. That's a good thing. That's all flavor down there. So that deliciousness at the bottom of that pan that's forming, we want to make sure that that gets captured in our sauce. So what we're gonna do is we're going to deglaze the pan with our vodka. And you wanna scrape up those bits on the bottom and ensure that it does get into your sauce. And when you're cooking it, you're gonna smell that vodka cook right off. You're gonna smell it in the air and it's going bye-bye, all that alcohol in there. If you're still getting whiffs of alcohol, it's gotta cook a little longer, so just let it do its thing in the pan and it'll all work out. Next step here, after the vodka has burned off that alcohol, is we're gonna be adding the crushed tomatoes right to the pot. You want to get those incorporated. If you have any more of those delicious bits, make sure to scrape them up from the bottom. And then I'm going to put in my seasonings too. Really simple, delicious seasoning, works perfectly in pair with the vodka and the crushed tomatoes. And you'll start to smell it. It smells just wonderful. The aromatics of the vodka. And before we head on, this is where I want you to do your first taste. We gotta make sure we're headed in the right direction. Spot on. Vodka and tomato. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful pairing. All right. So once you've got all these things together, this is gonna be the fun part. You're gonna let this just kind of roll at a low simmer for 20 to 30 minutes. Let all those flavors get together, get to know each other. I mean, this sauce here is just delicious, but once we make it creamy, it adds a whole nother level. It's been about 20-ish minutes of just slow cooking here. Before you start adding your cream and your cheese, what you're gonna do is you're gonna just bring it down just a touch in temperature. You don't want it too hot. All right, and last but not least, just a taste, just to make sure we're headed towards the right direction. Wow. That's what I have to say about that sauce. Just compared to the marinara sauce, which is delicious on its own, that vodka almost adds another layer of depth to your food. All right, so now what we're gonna do is our sauce is nice and low temp. We're gonna slowly start adding that cream. not too fast. You want it to just start slowly incorporating into the sauce. You'll start to smell that heavy cream do its magic. Oh my gosh. This is better than any jar you can find at the store. And relatively not too bad, not too hard to pull off in your own kitchen. All right, once you've slowly added that heavy cream to your sauce, we only have one more thing to really send her home here, and that's our 50 grams of freshly shredded Parmesan. And here's my secret: when you're doing mac and cheese, anything that has to do with cheese, if you can find a block of it and shred it yourself, so much better than any bag or container you can find. And it melts a lot nicer too. So we're just gonna slowly start to sprinkle this in. Once you've added all the cheese in here, give it about 5-ish minutes to just kind of all settle in. Oh wow. And you just come out with this gorgeous sauce. All right, I'm kind of cheating here, but I want to do a taste test just to see how it's going so far. The vodka comes back. You can taste that just wonderfulness work with the tomato. And with the heavy cream making it oh so delicious with that Parmesan cheese, it just all works perfectly together. It takes such a simple sauce and just blows it out of the park. All right, and with that, you've got yourself a creamy vodka sauce. Let's give it one last try. Make sure this is gonna really knock the socks off. You just get everything. I mean, all the flavors just meld together. The Italian seasoning we use for this sauce just works perfectly. The red chili peppers kind of give it a nice little heat to it. The cream and the vodka and the crushed tomatoes, they all just play all well so together. It's kind of unbelievable how delicious this sauce is. I really recommend doing this sauce for a pasta dish, or if you're crazy, you can use it as a dipping sauce for breadsticks or garlic knots, or really just about anything. This is a sauce you will want to add to your recipe book.